Greetings, Redheads. Thank you for joining us in another edition of Red's View, your favorite show. I am your gracious host, Big Red. That's right, Big Red, J Red on the ones and twos, threes and fours. And we also have the cultivating culturalist theorist himself, the one and only CJ. Ladies and gentlemen, what's up, CJ?
Man, what's happening with you, J Rep?
Man, I'm just surviving, man. A lot of stuff been going on. First of all, shout out to Jackson State, the Jackson State University Tigers. We won the SWAC championship and we won against the MEAC for the national championship, man. The Celebration Bowl. We won that. A lot of y'all felt like we couldn't do it without Dion, as if we never did without Dion. So we had to regulate. We got that together. So yeah, shout out to us. Shout out to the whole squad, the whole team. It was an impactful weekend, man. Just a lot of stuff going on. I had to shoot some of my movie, but due to unfortunate circumstances, I have to not reshoot, but finish some scenes. But I was planning to get it all knocked out one day, but stuff happens. So yeah. But I've been shooting Toxic Love. Toxic Love, the movie is coming soon, so y'all better be on the lookout for it. Other than that, man, I've just been surviving, ready to DJ for New Year's and all kind of stuff, man. Ready to bring in 2025 because 2025 is on the horizon, and a lot of stuff that's going to be cracking in 2025. I'm looking forward to. How have you been, my brother?
Man, you ain't never lied, man. I'm looking forward to the new year as well. Just trying to turn it up, man. That's it. Trying to turn it up, balls to the wall, pedal to the metal. Be going crazy with the streams, the lives. It's gonna be fun. I'm looking forward to it.
Oh yeah, absolutely, man. If you have not already, make sure that you subscribe to both of our channels right now. youtube.com/redsview. Also subscribe to Culturalist Theory, that channel as well, to tune into all the stuff CJ has going on. Hopefully he'll get me on one of his live streams
for sure,
all that good stuff, because he know I'm gonna bring the heat. So so yeah. But today's episode is very special because every year, usually we'll have DJ PM, but he's under the weather. But every year we have what we call the year-end wrap-up special. In the year-end wrap-up special, we go over what we loved, what we hated, best album of the year, best rapper of the year, most disappointing album of the year, disappointing rapper, who was overrated, who was underrated. We go over all of that tonight. And it's very important that everybody tunes in because we want to know your favorite rapper, overrated, disappointed. Let us know if you agree with us, if you disagree. I know you're going to disagree with CJ. Let me know if you're going to disagree with me too. It is all good because me and him are going to butt heads tonight. I already know.
Of course.
I already know. But that's why I have CJ on screen. You know what I'm saying? So make sure that you tune in. Now, CJ, I'll start it off with this. I'm going to just start off with the MVP of the year. Okay. And when I say the MVP of the year, I'm talking about who started everything. And it's two people I want to shout out.
Okay.
I want to shout out Cat Williams.
Oh, man. Do we want to shout him out?
Well, yeah, I don't want him to come in 2025. I don't want no Cat Williams interview in 2025. But I want to shout out Cat Williams because that January interview on Shannon Sharp's show, podcast, whatever you want to call it, sparked opened up a whole portal of negativity, positivity, whatever you want to call it. But it was rap beefs that came after that, exposing stuff that came after. There was just a whole bunch of stuff. So I want to shout out to Cat Williams and also King Harris, T.I.'s son. The reason, let me ask you, do you know the reason why I'm shouting him out?
I haven't the clue.
He used a few words, a couple of words, 3 words, right? That everybody took and ran with it, but nobody gave him credit for it. Stand on business.
Do you
remember?
Sure.
Yes. You remember when him and T.I. got into it? Well, that was this year, right?
At the Falcons game.
At the Falcons. That was this year, though, right?
Yeah.
When they got into it, it went viral. And he kept saying, I stand on business. I stand on business. I've heard everybody use that this year.
I thought Drewski came up with that first. I thought he was the first one.
What did he come up with it this year?
I can't remember. He maybe Drewski made it a hot line and King Harris made it a hot song.
Well, what I'm saying is that it wasn't this massive. I'm not saying King made up stand on business.
I got you.
The saying, but he popularized it. Like I noticed he used that, And ever since then, everybody and their mama was using it.
That's fair.
Stand on business. That's all I'm saying.
So that's your MVP for the year, King Harris. That's what's
King
up,
Harris. Man. Absolutely. Shout out to King Harris, man. Shout out to Ray Hill, Bone Thug, my favorite rappers. Absolutely. Okay. Kat let us know ahead of time what was about to happen in 2025. Oh, you mean 2024?
I hope we don't need no more Kat predictions for nothing else.
Yeah, at all. But since we're starting off on a negative tip, CJ, let's talk about the top diss songs of 2024. Now, I know, of course, Kendrick and Drake had the biggest battle of all time, but there are other people who beefed as well that I feel like that people forgot about, period. Yeah. Right? So I comprised the list of the top beef diss tracks that I liked and enjoyed.
Okay.
If you allow me the honors of going first.
Let's go.
My favorite one, period, was Euphoria by Kendrick Lamar.
Okay.
I like Not Like Us.
Yeah.
Family Matters by Drake. Yeah. I took it out of my playlist because he's suing now, so I can't take it serious no more. Meet the Grahams by Kendrick Lamar. Chris Brown's Quavo did Smoke With Me.
Yeah, that was tough.
I love that one. I love Quavo's hoes over bitches. His response to Chris Brown.
Well, not the Tinder joint. You talking about because they went back and forth for a little second, if y'all remember.
Yeah, not Tinder, but the one with Takeoff on the hook.
Oh yeah, that was hard. That was hard.
But people overshadowed that. I'm like, no, y'all not gonna do that. Y'all may not like Quavo, but that was a hard diss.
It was.
And then the last one that I enjoyed that I felt got slept on, Bia Sue Me, the Cardi B diss.
That wasn't nothing.
Yeah, it was dope, man. Y'all just
no. The first, I'll tell you what. The first verse was cool.
Okay.
I didn't need the second verse. That's what it was.
Okay. Well, but it was for what she did. I just felt like people overlooked that because Cardi is the bigger star. Of course. But they were trying to trash on it, and Charlamagne like practically admitted, yes, I'm biased because Cardi B showed up to my daughter's birthday. So I was like, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to highlight that. But those are my favorite diss tracks. What you got?
I will say this, shout out to Ray again. He said Chris came with it, and the fact that Chris responded in the manner in which he did, it overshadowed anything Quavo could do because no one expected that from Chris Brown.
True.
So that's why that happened. The Bia joint, I did like the first verse. She said some slick shit. The second one, I was like, okay, this is one too many. Even though I do think she had a legit gripe against Cardi though.
Right.
To be honest, because Cardi jacked 2 songs of hers. It was pretty blatant.
Sure did. Exactly.
Outside of the Kendrick and Drake, the top 2 songs for me were Euphoria and Family Matters. And they're the 2 that are the most similar. They both had 3 different beat switches, all fire, crazy bars, the whole 9. Those did it for me. Outside of that, though, like it was a lot of bad ones, though, man. The Rose joint fell flat. Kanye jumping on the Future shit, that was no one asked for that, and Kanye's my man. I didn't ask for it. And a couple of other ones, I think Simba and dude from Dreamville tried to, hey y'all, we have the main event. Everybody else can just enjoy the show. Like I didn't. Yes, I'll take the Chris Brown. The Chris Brown and the Quavo thing was a nice little.
That was dope.
That was actually pretty entertaining. Them niggas probably got to fight next time they see each other. Honestly,
straight up.
Somebody got to swing on somebody. It was disrespectful as hell.
Yeah,
but outside of them, man, I'm good. I think didn't Benzino diss Eminem?
Oh, that was this year. Yeah. Okay, yeah.
Everybody was in the mood. Everybody was in a beef mood. Thanks again, Cat Williams. Close the portal. We don't need no more of that for the rest of the year. Yeah. And I'll give you this: Metros, BBL Drizzy.
Oh, BBL Drizzy. Yeah,
that was creative.
That was the first time it was ever a diss beat,
a distrumental.
Distrumental. There you go.
The first ever distrumental. You got
first ever distrumental, and it went hard because everybody was trying to rap over it. The contest that he had, Drake even rapped.
Drake rapped. Yeah, exactly. That's how you know it was dope.
Yeah. So there's that. But I do want to specifically apply Chris Brown because I didn't see that coming. That was the most surprising diss out of nowhere.
Agreed.
And I don't like his rapping, but he killed that song.
Me neither. I can't get it. I wish Chris Brown never rapped. Honestly, I think if he would have stayed in that lane, we'd be looking at him a little bit differently. Even though he's still Chris Brown.
Right.
But when he tried to rap, I was like,
Yeah.
stop,
Nah.
stop. But one more though that came and went. King Combs. He dissed
Oh my
50.
God.
And just,
Yeah. I forgot. See, it's a reason why I forgot about that track. Like I'm like, nigga, please, like, come on. Honorable mention though.
trash.
Yeah, it's one that you are missing, but that's gonna be in my disappointed list. So
Okay.
I'm gonna hold it
I have a
because
feeling I know what that is, but
you know
okay.
what it is. You
Yeah,
know what
yeah,
it is. I
sure.
feel like, but I'm gonna hold on to it. But yeah, y'all let us know what your favorite diss songs were, for sure. But like, and again, piggyback to Quavo. Y'all didn't want Quavo to y'all didn't want to give him credit, but
Yeah.
that it was riding. Like when I was coming home from Mobile back to Atlanta Thanksgiving, I was trying to revisit the beef tracks. I went to Chris Brown one, and everybody just knew. Even me, I counted Quavo out. I'm like, he ain't gonna be able to do nothing. He can't respond. Man, he had one lame bar up in there talking about some the light skin. He said, you trying to make it dark skin versus light skin, you trying to divide the country. I was like, nah.
Yeah, that ain't it.
But no, crackhead Michael Jackson,
Yeah.
just and the beat was riding.
Yeah, with the
Like,
takeoff sample too, like, yeah. That shit was
dude,
hard, bro.
it was hard, and
It
y'all
was.
can't sit and hate on that. And I made a show about that before. I was like, no, we're not gonna do that. You know, I know Quavo do lame stuff, but no, that was a nice little back and forth. But
It was. It was an undercard to the main event.
yeah, right. What about Hiss? Did you like Hiss?
I did. I thought that was actually pretty good. It
Okay.
was. I like that.
Okay, yeah, I didn't. Well, what about Bigfoot? Bigfoot came out this year too. I forgot about that, right? February.
Yeah, Bigfoot was okay. It was okay. I liked some of it. The talking at the end kind of lost me. And then plus the way she acted surrounding it was kind of weird. Like
That's
going on
the problem.
live, and she was kind of crashing out a little bit. Like Nikki be doing some strange to be like a queen boss, like the one everybody look up to. She does kind of Joker level shit sometimes. It just be kind of weird, bro.
I think the problem was she played it before the song came out. Now, of
Yeah,
course,
that didn't help.
the Barbs ran it up, you know what I'm saying? But it ruined it. Like all the stuff she was saying would have been clever if
I
she just
agree.
would have shut up and just dropped it.
I
Because
agree.
Megan didn't say that much, you know what I'm saying? His had honestly came and went. The reason that his debut was so high is because Nikki blew it up. Nikki was like, oh, you doing all those lives, all you kept doing was making the Barbs go and check it out and run it up. That's why it hit number one.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So,
but I will say Megan had a cold bar. That you mad at Megan? You really mad at Megan's law? Like that was hard.
Yeah, that was hard.
That was slick.
Yeah.
But Nikki joined, and I like the whole Bigfoot theme, and I thought that was kind of funny because Megan is tall. That's a big girl.
Yeah,
I thought the theme was cool, and I thought there was a couple of slick bars in there, but it was. I don't know. She's supposed to be better than that, bro.
Yeah, her antics, and I was rooting for Nikki because I know she could rap, like rap, and I'm thinking she gonna do it, but it was goofy. It fell flat, and it made her look like a hater at the end of the day.
There you go. She 0 for 2 because that Remy Ma Sheether got her too.
Oh yeah, that got her too. Yeah. And Megan only had a couple of bars about you, and she still won. His debuted at number one, you know what I'm saying? And like she had a successful tour. Now Nikki had a bigger tour, but Megan had a successful tour. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you know I can't hate on that. It is what it is, and I admitted that. You said I agree. The Nikki joint felt like more of Crash Out. Exactly.
I agree.
Exactly.
It was cringe, bro. We watching that kind of
like come on, man. Like come on. Yeah. So yeah. So let's move on to best album of the year. Now I have a list of the albums, like my top albums of the year, and I don't think I have them in particular order per se. Maybe I don't know. I know my favorite album of the year.
Yeah, let's say that. Let's say favorite.
Okay.
I like saying favorites.
Yeah. The reason that we say favorite is because I didn't listen to every single project that came out this year. Me and you aren't gonna agree because you could have liked this more than I liked it. And what I say ain't law. I'm just going off of notoriety, what I liked, what I actually listened to, and I didn't listen to everybody's album. So
I can't.
My favorite album of the year, but we'll let you take it, CJ. You start first.
I've got a couple of my favorites. Again, like I'm glad you said that. It's a mixture of what I get a chance to listen to and sit with, and also just what's my taste. Where's my taste level at? I really, really rock with Freddie Gibbs' project. I'm a Freddie Gibbs fan.
Mhm.
I was wondering what he was gonna do because I don't like the antics
Yeah.
outside of the music. He's getting on my nerves with that shit. It's making me look at him kind of sideways.
Mhm.
But this album right here was a major bounce back. You Only Live Once. I think he may have dropped it independent. I don't really know, but not a lot of fanfare. But that shit is
I heard.
fantastic.
Mhm.
I'm here for that. That was one of my favorites. I'll just go two more. I really enjoyed Common and Pete Rock, the
P-Rock.
Auditorium. I'm
Mhm.
not a big Common guy, so this is saying a lot coming from me.
Mhm.
I really dug it. And then I'll go. I really like the Tyler too, man. The Chromacopia I thought was really interesting. I have to be
Mhm.
in the mood to listen to it, but
Mhm.
I did like it, especially musically. It's very well produced, very well arranged, put together. It's a nice experience. It sounds best to me with some nice ass headphones, zoning out, maybe doing some work. You can kind of fall into that world. I'm here for that. So those are three of my favorites. I've got a couple more, but I'm gonna let you get some off.
Okay, my favorite album of the year, G and X
No,
by Kendrick Lamar. Period. Um, every record on there went hard.
no, it didn't.
It's
No, it
being
didn't.
played everywhere that I
No, it
go.
didn't.
I listen to it in the gym. I listen to it in the car. It has so much catchiness to it to where randomly Peekaboo. I just put the boogers on my chain. Peekaboo. It's dope. It's West Coast. I love West Coast. You don't like West Coast
I
music,
don't.
which is an issue. I don't understand why. But no, G and X, when it comes to notoriety, and just overall, when it comes to notoriety, when it comes to singles, when it comes to production, everything right now, buzz. Now, beef has a lot to do with
Sure.
the reason why it's up there because he got crazy buzz, right?
Yeah,
Not
for
saying
sure.
that, but he made an album full of bangers, something Kendrick Lamar has never done.
No, listen, Kendrick's albums are different. They're all individual in their own way, and he
Right.
did it again with
Yeah,
this one, playing off of the single "Not Like Us," which was smart in my opinion.
exactly.
It was smart to lean into that, bro. They do 10 of these, bro.
Right.
Like,
That's what I'm saying. Like it wasn't too much thought process. It's just
yeah,
like, you know what? Not Like Us. I'm not gonna put that on the album to try to capitalize off of it. This I'm just gonna give to me, this was his shut the hell up album. It shut academics, people like academics up saying like criticizing him for bringing all the West Coast artists on stage, but not promoting them, nothing like that. So he gave those unknown or independent West Coast artists some
yeah,
shine. He had that traditional LA sound, Bay Area sound, whatever you want to call it. And it's nothing but songs that could be played on the radio, like most of them.
yeah,
You ain't
yeah.
finna
Right,
hear
right.
Man at the Garden. You ain't finna hear
Whacked
Gloria.
Out Murals isn't a radio song,
Whack
but
That Murals ain't
yeah, yeah,
that.
yeah.
But when it comes to Squabble Up, TV Off, Luther, of course, like Luther is killing it right now. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? So he gave people everything they criticized him for and put it on this album, whether you like it or not.
yeah. You
So
know who would have sounded good on Luther?
who?
Drake.
No, absolutely not.
They wouldn't have killed that
Him and SZA don't have. Let me tell you the reason why. Do you know on the part where him and SZA kind of going back, like
for sure.
you know what I'm saying, like
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
and then he do that deep voice, then it,
for sure.
like only Kendrick can do that. That's what I'm saying. Like now, I'm not saying Drake wouldn't have sounded good on there. I'm just saying that Kendrick and SZA have a certain type of essence about them,
True.
and and Kendrick just has that. I'll say that Bone Thugs undertone to the harmonies that I hear from him.
The song doesn't need Drake. I'm
Yeah, okay, I see
saying,
what you're saying. Yeah,
yeah, I'm saying if the beef never existed and this was Poetic Justice 2,
I get you. I get
this
you.
shit would have been crazy. That's
Yeah, I
all I'm
get you.
saying.
No, that's true. No, facts. That's facts. I agree with that. So these are some. So that's my favorite. These are the albums that I listened to and I enjoyed. I like Eminem, The Death of Slim Shady.
Okay.
LL Cool J, The Force.
Yeah.
Ice Cube, Man Down, and J. Cole Might Delete Later.
Mm.
We forgot about that because he tapped out. That was the hardest J. Cole project. I just couldn't take it serious no more. After I said, well, hold on, let me continue. That was the hardest J. Cole project I've heard since Forest Hill Drive.
2015. I liked Off Season a lot, but I mean, I get it. I ain't mad at that.
You get what I'm saying? Like off
I ain't
season,
mad at
like
that.
he, you know what I'm saying? He was back. He gave me kind of mixtape J. Cole a little bit.
It did sound like mixtape. Yeah.
And it felt like, okay, because I'm a Friday night. I think Friday Night Lights is a classic.
Of course, that's a what?
You know what I'm saying? I
Hey,
think the warm up, like he made better mixtapes than albums, in my opinion. So,
okay.
like, because for in my opinion, because I didn't like Cold World. Now, keep in mind, I'm a J. Cole fan, so I bought these albums.
Cold World is you sleeping on that though. His debut was a big sleeper, bro.
Yeah,
Fire.
I went to sleep on it.
No, hell no,
It
bro.
wasn't. It was cool, bro. But I
It was
went
just a
back to it.
letdown because we know the story behind what Friday Night Lights was supposed to be, and when you
Yeah,
compare it to that, okay, fair.
right.
In a vacuum on its own, that shit is actually like slapping, bro.
Say
Real
if
talk.
Friday Night Lights didn't come out, maybe I would agree with you more.
That's fair, and I think that's why they people give Born Center so much credit because it
Over
came
that.
after that. The disappointment of the debut joint, but
Yeah, because Cold World, it felt like half of the songs I didn't heard already. You know what I'm
that's
saying?
fair.
In the Morning with Drake,
Yeah,
Lights Please, and some of those, like, I was just like, because I'm a fan. Now, if I didn't know J. Cole, absolutely I get it.
yeah, for sure.
What you said, my favorite would have been Might Delete Later, but the momentum died as soon as it was built up. Exactly.
Yeah, he did.
I got
The
I
post and
got one.
delete was trash.
You said what?
The post and delete of the diss record was
Yeah, that
that was
was
some slaw.
that took the buzz away from that album.
It
Now,
did.
one more that, and I'm going to give credit to it. Not saying that I listened to it, but I'm gonna give Glorilla. I think her
That's a
album.
fun album though, bro.
Yeah, it's fun. I don't ride. I'm just not gonna ride around listening to it. But my girl, she'll listen to her.
Yeah,
You know
yeah,
what I'm
yeah.
saying? And I give her credit because I listened to it. Oh yeah, it's a dope little body of work. Like so I'll give her that for sure.
It feels like I said this when I listened to it. It felt like an album.
Yeah,
And I
yeah,
give her
absolutely,
credit for that. Like there were joints
absolutely,
on there that you clearly would put away for an album. And I
absolutely.
was glad that she did that. It was structured. I would have switched the structure up just a little bit. The two like gospel type records in the middle.
Yeah, that
Those kind
wasn't
of threw
needed.
off the vibe.
Yeah, that. Yeah.
The
I
Kirk
wouldn't have
Franklin
said it.
joint and
No, I'm like, nah. Don't do it too much because now you're trying to make it sound too album.
yeah,
No,
you're trying too hard.
you're trying. I saw that. I said, Lord have mercy. Why we always gotta have that? Just like when J. Cole on Born Center, he had the choir. I'm like, listen, we
Yeah,
know, we get it. It's an
yeah,
album. You trying to do Kanye shit? Like,
yeah,
come on. But
yeah, but
anyway,
no.
yeah.
But her project was dope though. Two more real quick for me. I
Mhm.
don't know if this is rap or R&B, but Blast, bro from
You told
LA.
me about damn. Yeah, you told me about that. I
I'll,
didn't get a chance
I'll
to listen.
always come find you. Man, that shit is a vibe, but it's probably a little more R&B though, so I know that's not rap. But
Mm.
then one that came out in January that everybody stopped talking about, 21 Savage, American Dream. I thought that shit slapped, bro.
Oh, that did come out. Huh?
That album was
I forgot
tough,
about that.
dog.
Yeah.
Like run that back. Red
Okay.
Rum joint with Summer Walker, Prove It. The joint with the Rolls Royce sample at the man, like it's a tough project.
Okay.
It
Shout
just
out.
felt like 3 years ago that it came out, but it was just
Yeah,
10 months.
because I forgot. I know Red Rum was playing on the radio, but I
Yeah.
completely forgot about that project, to be honest. Yeah, damn. The year has been so big, man,
Yeah.
impactful. So let's move on to our other category. Now we're gonna give this one the rapper. Now, of course, you have R&B and all this stuff, but we're talking about the rapper of the year. And I think it's needless to say, Kendrick Lamar owned 2024.
Did he?
Period.
Did he?
Kendrick Lamar dominated 2024. The whole 2024 was about Kendrick Lamar. How can you not say that when you look at the impact that he made? One, the biggest
The
rap,
impact.
yeah, the impact. He
Yeah.
was, and he did it. What I salute him for so much is he did it without doing any type of antics outside of just music. Now, of course, he had a marketing team. Everybody got a marketing team. Everybody has a team working for them. But on the surface, it looks like all he did was just push music. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He wasn't posting any memes. He wasn't trying to like tweet about stuff. You know what I'm saying? He just put out music and everybody reacted to it. He beat the biggest rapper in the game. He strangled him a goat, even though CJ don't like to admit it. He had the highest selling hip hop project, first week sales, made history with it. This is I just read the other day, the fact that all of the songs on there, I think it's like 12 songs, 13 songs, I forgot. All those songs are in the Billboard Hot 100 for 3 consecutive weeks. The first time that's ever happened.
Mm.
He is performing at the Super Bowl 2025, nominated for Grammys.
Pop out.
Pop out concert,
Yeah.
phenomenal.
Yeah.
The energy, the impact, highest viewership with the rap video, but Not Like Us. Just everything that he's done. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I attribute Drake to that, of course, because everybody, it's iron sharpening iron. So
Sure.
for people to be, oh, he wouldn't have had this without Drake. Yeah, of course. I mean, it's a rap battle. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Somebody's supposed to win and benefit off of it, period. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's why I know that Kendrick leaned into the GNX sound, because he like, oh, Not Like Us. I don't think he knew Not Like Us was going to do what it did. Like,
yeah, you never know. He might have.
Maybe. Well, I think he put it
The
out.
way he released it, he knew. If you think about it.
But did he know it was going to last the whole year, though?
Oh, well, no. Okay. Yeah, you probably don't never know that.
No, like I think he did it like, okay, this is going to be a banger, but
Yeah.
didn't know it was going to break records and, land at number one and all this other stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't see that coming. Like, I was like, damn, it's at number one. So, yeah, like, who else had a better year than Kendrick Lamar as a rapper?
I have two prospects. Number one, it's obviously Drake. 20v1, the first rapper ever we've seen take on multiple people at one time.
That's not true.
And still stand on his 2 feet.
Tupac ain't on his feet no more, but Tupac did better. Hold on. Wait. I'm sorry. Look, all right. Was that too cold? Was that you started that? That's the reason I went there. Okay, my bad. Listen,
20v1, man.
Tupac didn't take on multiple rappers at once.
No, Tupac didn't have multiple people coming at him. He just attacked multiple people at once. Fugees didn't say nothing about Pac, bro. Why are you naming Fugees, bro? What is like? Come on, bro. Like, he was just on a rampage. Drake was actually defending himself that we know of. I don't know about the inside baseball shit. If y'all got inside information, great. I don't know all that. I'm just talking about on record.
Mm-hmm.
Rocky, Future, Metro, Kendrick, Ross, and Weeknd. He even had to fight he had to battle R&B nigga, bro. Like, what? We ain't never seen that before. And at the end of the day, without dropping a project, he was still the #1 streaming rapper on Spotify for 8 years in a row. So that's a big deal. Without dropping a project, that's crazy considering what you just said about GNX. So to know that he is still being listened to and consumed in that volume is crazy. My second one will be Future, though, because he dropped 3 #1 albums this year.
Okay.
And they had impact, had the Big Boy tour. I know a couple of cities, they might have got a little ahead of themselves with a couple of them cities in fucking Sioux City, Iowa and shit. But they had to cancel 1 or 2 of those. But Future dropping 3 #1s is not to be slept on. He had a huge year.
Right.
So, yeah, I would say those two are in the running. Obviously, Kendrick had a big year. Obviously.
You're not naive to that. Like, come on, man. Like,
yeah,
Kendrick,
for sure.
Kendrick. Like, yeah.
We're not going to act like he didn't run away with it, is all I'm saying.
Yeah, you said facts, which is why I respect him more than Cole. He lost, but he definitely had balls enough to hold his own against multiple people. That doesn't mean, right, but that doesn't mean that he's the rapper of the year.
He should.
Rapper of the year means the music that you put out, because you remember when people were already calling Kendrick Lamar the rapper of the year, he didn't put out no album. GNX come out, outsells everybody.
Yeah, no, you got to count that, no doubt.
Yeah.
You got to count that.
Drake,
I think also too, people didn't think Drake had it in him though.
Yes, we did.
No, the general public didn't know. There's a lot of people who didn't know Drake could rap the way he could rap though. Everybody knew Kendrick is known for the lyrics.
Drake didn't really rap differently from how he. I mean, I
agree.
I love Family Matters, but Drake to me, to be honest, Drake didn't really get into his bag until the Heart Part 6.
That's the most slept on one. Lyrically, he was killing that.
It's just that the content just didn't match, and I'm like, bro, I told you, I said I wanted that Drake to go at Kendrick. It was too late. The Heart Part 6 wasn't a trash record. It's just the content. The content wasn't good,
and you can't use it as a response to a single. Like it's not gonna work.
It's not gonna work. Period.
But he was spitting though. Like lyrically, he was spitting.
Right.
But what I'm saying is, I think it opened up a lot of people's eyes. And even though people may agree that he lost, they'll be like, both of these niggas was spitting. Like at the end of the day, like if you're a Drake fan, you're like okay with the output. If you're a Kendrick fan, you're okay with his output. They both serve their fan bases and probably won over some on the other side, each side, in my opinion.
Yeah. I just was disappointed initially with push-ups. Push-ups grew on me because in the gym, it was in sequence. I like to this day, I will play push-ups, then I'll play like that, I'll play push-ups, I'll
Yep.
play, and just in order.
Yeah.
And just push-ups because I wasn't feeling it, but just the fact that I'm playing it in a playlist,
Yeah.
I know the words now, you know what I'm saying? And the story behind everything.
And the way it was rolled out, like we didn't really, it kind of leaked. We was like, it was AI and all that fumble. They fumbled the rollout.
Yeah, that rollout wasn't good. It wasn't good. It just didn't look like he was prepared
I agree
to do it. You know what I'm saying?
It's a good song though. It's better than we remember, honestly.
Yeah. But you would be a crazy man to say that Kendrick Lamar was not the rapper of the year. Every checkpoint that you need. Now, of course, Drake was the most streamed, but that wasn't of his new stuff. That the man has a very diverse catalog. That's like Michael Jackson. You know what I'm saying? Like he's going to be outstreaming people, and he's dead. Tupac is going to be outstreaming a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? But Drake has a heavy, hefty catalog of different genres in
classics.
Music. Like work with Rihanna.
Yeah,
you got to go from work Rihanna to all the way up to Family Matters, all the way back to 0 to 100. So I understand he's the most streamed, but that don't mean he's the rapper of the year if your back catalog is getting a lot of streams.
I mean, hey, listen.
No, you definitely not the rapper of the year. You got to be the rapper of the year. You have to put out new music. The new music Drake put out did not hit outside of the rap beef.
Yeah, he only put out 3 or 4 joints though of his own, and what I actually thought were solid, by the way.
Yeah, shout out to Montana Greg. You said K-Dot got it, of course. Yeah. So yeah, rapper of the year for sure goes to K-Dot for sure. CJ don't like to admit it, but here we are.
Aubrey for the W.
Yeah, he's saying that, but he don't mean it.
20v1.
20v1. And is he still standing?
Stood on his feet.
He wouldn't be suing Universal if he didn't stand on his feet.
He trying to that's for $1 billion though. You got to understand. That's for a bill ticket.
You said I agree. Kendrick had a bigger year. He deserves rapper of the year, but he didn't drop an album and had his worst year and still stay on top number wise.
Thank you.
Yeah, streaming, but he didn't sell no albums. I'm OVO. Thank you so much, Montana Greg. Thank you. See, CJ don't do this. CJ is OVO CJ, but he don't like to admit stuff. He don't like to admit that. So I applaud you, Montana Greg.
Listen, man, Kendrick had a solid year, man, for sure.
Okay, that's all. That's all I'm getting. That's all we can get.
It was cool.
Right. Okay, so let's go to let's go to underrated rapper of the year. At first, CJ, I didn't have nobody on my list, but I do have one, and you mentioned them earlier. Future.
Okay, yeah, okay, that's fair.
Because the Kendrick spotlight overshadowed him, especially the fact that Like That. Now, okay, Like That is a dope record, and it's still on the charts, right?
Kendrick made it too.
Kendrick made it to what it was, but you also needed Future's essence. You know what I'm saying?
That's fair.
And you needed Metro Boomin. You know what I'm saying? Like Kendrick, to me, it was, of course, Kendrick took it, right? You know what I'm saying? But I think that you needed that element of Future to be radio friendly.
That's fair.
And that helps it go all the way out. You know what I'm saying? I agree. So, and then, like you said, 3 number ones. Well, 2 of them was with Metro Boomin, and then the third one was just mixtape Pluto. It shows that Future is a top selling rapper in the game. You know what I'm saying? Now, of course, they be like, why he ain't in the big 3? I don't call Future a rapper per se. I call him an artist. That's me.
That's
what
fair.
I'm saying? I don't think when I think rapper, I think of spitting. Future ain't a spitter. He can when he wants to, but he's more melodic and that's
an artist, like you said.
Yeah, he's an artist. I look at him like an artist, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I think that Future was underrated. I don't really think anybody else was necessarily underrated, in my opinion, but you let me know what you think.
Yeah, I do. I want to address this comment though. Shout out to Jovi. I hope I said that right.
Yeah.
Did y'all hear the High Whitney leaked snippet? I did not, but I will say, and no, I'm not even sure. Let us know, is this real or AI? That was a whole period right there. I'm glad it's over with when we couldn't tell if shit was real or not. That shit was whack.
Mm-hmm.
But I will say, before, in the middle of the beef, I said Drake needs to come with I might have said this on here. I can't remember where I said it, but I said he needs to do what Kendrick can't do, which is sing. And he needs to come with a key, do you love me? But he needs to make it about Whitney. And it needs to have Whitney's name in it. And I said, if he does that, that's the cheat code. You got to play dirty. Because Kendrick did it and won in a lot of people's eyes, which I'm not mad at. Drake should have done the same thing. He should have pulled his singing bag and made a single, like a radio single. But instead of Kiki, do you love me? It's Whitney, do you love me? Something to that effect. I would have pulled that.
In retrospect, I could see that. At the time, though, like think about at the time, a lot of people, I would have been against that, but I see what you're saying now.
People probably would have felt the way because it wouldn't have been like a true beef song. Like we're looking for lyrics and da 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 da. But man, fuck that. Sometimes you got to throw mud in a motherfucker eye, bro. Like Kendrick doesn't have much dirt on him, bro. He doesn't come outside. Like you don't know shit about him.
Yeah.
So fuck it. You and your wife not together, or your fiance. I'm running with that. Then I'm gonna make a song for her. I'm gonna talk to her. That's how.
I mean, he pretty much did. I mean, did for the most part. But he said. So what you say? You said, nah. If you're a Drizzy, you have to go about this beef doing what you do best. So I agree.
That's it, bro. If it ain't broke. Like people, purists would have been hot about that shit at first, and then you would have been singing it, and you'd be like, "Damn, this nigga did it again."
Yeah, true. I could see that in retrospect, but at the time, I'm like, it's Kendrick, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? But he did try to cheat code with the AI thing because Taylor made, even though it was disrespectful, it still was clever. Because I said, "Damn," I was like,
I thought it was smart.
Yeah, it was smart.
There was a little bit of gimmicky in it. I get it was a gimmick with the AI. I get that, but I thought it was actually pretty clever, rapping from the perspective of his two idols.
It just didn't age well, but it was executed correctly. It just didn't age well. I'll say that.
I agree.
Now you said Big Glow. Say what you want, but Glow's been killing it all year. I don't think she's underrated though, in my opinion.
I think that might have been for MVP or best rapper of the year.
No, he said that's underrated.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Laker for Life said that underrated.
Now she getting her props.
Yeah, she been getting her props. Now, of course, she don't sell a lot of records, but
she's popular. She's the it girl right now.
Yeah, she's the it girl. I don't see Glow not getting her flowers. Like I see her. She always celebrated. People talk about her music all the time. So yeah, I think that. But yeah, Future is my choice. Who'd you say?
I've got two, man. And again, this is just. You may not even be into one of these artists. I'm really heavy into Bodie James, and he dropped 3 projects this year, and all 3 of them were tough. He dropped one with Nicholas Craven, one with Conductor Williams, and one with Harry Fraud. All 3 of them went. He's from Detroit, if y'all not familiar. He's kind of cut from that Griselda sound. I really fuck with that. 3 projects this year were really dope. All like 10 pieces, so he never really overstays his welcome. I fuck with that.
Where is he from again?
Detroit.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, but he's dope. And then a second one, I know cats don't really talk about this dude, and I understand why. I'd like Joyner Lucas, and I thought the album he put out this year was fire.
Is that the one with Twist on or no?
Yes.
That was this year?
Yes. Called Not Now, I'm Busy.
The one with when Twister was talking about how he came up with pole pimping up. That was this year. Are you sure? Let me
look it up. Not Now, I'm Busy. You want to know why I know when it came out? Because it came out the same day as Future's I Don't Trust You, which is why nobody listened to it. Which is one of the reasons why nobody listened to that Joyner Lucas. Came out the same day.
Hey, Now I'm Busy. That came out. What month was that?
Was that March? When did I Don't Trust You come out?
Dang. Yeah, this was March 22nd.
There you go.
Wow. Because I skimmed through it, but that Twister song.
That verse was crazy.
Oh my God. Matter of fact, I did send no. Or you sent it to me, right?
I sent it to you. Yeah.
Dang, that was this year, bro. That felt like last year. That's crazy.
That felt like 3 years ago. But
yeah,
the album is fire. He had the song called Broski. He had the video with Rotimi in it, talking from the perspective of the hating ass friend. Like it's Joyner Lucas does the whole talking from the perspective. He'll give you 1 or 2 of those albums. It's like, okay, bro. But that shit was actually fire. The album is really dope. Again, I know that's an acquired taste. He's basically the black Eminem, honestly. He raps like Eminem.
Yeah.
So I get it. But trust me, it was fire. No one talked about it because he picked the worst weekend to drop.
Pretty much, bro, if you were a rapper and you were trying to drop this year after the Kendrick and Drake thing, it wasn't going to work.
It wasn't going to work. And he dropped and on the day of the fucking Future joint. I was like, oh, bro, he ain't
Yeah.
stand a chance.
Nah, not at all. Nah, not at all. You said in this weak ass rap game, I'm giving the underrated rapper of the year to absolutely nobody. These niggas, new niggas, trash. Future and Cole deserve honorable mentions though. But yeah, this new rap, yeah, and that's how I felt initially until I thought about Future. You know what I'm saying? Because I was like,
Yeah.
okay, yeah. But no, I agree with you though, Jovi.
I
For
don't
the
know,
most
man.
part,
I think it's some shit out here, bro. I
it
like
is.
Corday album. I thought that shit was dope.
Yeah, true. But I think that most people this year got their props to me. You know
I
what I'm
like Big
saying?
X
Like
album too.
Big, I didn't like Big X album.
Really?
Like to me, it was well. I'm not saying it was bad, but it was too redundant to me. Like to me, like a lot of the songs ran into each other. It was,
Okay. Yeah. He keep the
not
same flow.
yeah. You get what I'm saying? I'm
Yeah.
not saying it's bad,
Yeah,
but
I'm with
just
you.
yeah. That's all.
He
That's all.
keep that same flow. He got to switch that up. That's a fact.
Yeah. Now the overrated rapper of the year. I
Okay.
have one in mind, and let me let it out.
Let's go.
Megan Thee Stallion.
I knew that was coming.
Oh yeah, Megan Thee Stallion for sure. The way she's propped up, she's the most overrated, overhyped female because compared to she puts up a significantly better numbers than most, but Glow outsold her by like 3,000 units.
Yeah.
But for her to have so much popularity and stuff like that, the music ain't musicking. Like she didn't put out anything notable this year. His came and went. That wasn't even supposed to be a hit single. It debuted at #1. Shout out to her for that. But the song she came out with, I told you, bro, musically, Megan ain't been hitting since what? Savage?
People fuck with the little Japanese joint though.
TikTok people, the kids.
Nah, people in real life fuck with that song, bro. They fuck with this song, bro.
I haven't heard it nowhere besides TikTok.
You're not everywhere. You can only be in one place at one time. I'm telling you.
Okay. Well, that besides that song, because me personally, I don't really count that. But give me another one.
Why do I got? You just said Hiss, and now I just gave you two.
But Hiss,
the bigger in Texas joint hard.
To who?
That shit hard.
I didn't really see. I mean, put it like this: Glorilla. There are about 5 songs off of that project that I constantly see, constantly hear. Sexy Red, Get It Sexy. The only thing that flopped this year was the one with Drake, and for obvious reasons. But other than that, you see, You My Everything lasts for like 2 weeks and then it went away. Get It Sexy is still getting played.
That's because that weak ass hook she got on there where she's singing off key. That shit is terrible.
I mean, but it's still Sexy Red. Like,
what is that saying?
Well, I mean,
what does that mean?
Celebrity, shit. It ain't like she. This is my thing. Megan, for her to be the top female under Nicki.
She's in the big 3.
She's in the big 3. Nicki, to me, is Nicki, Megan, and Glow.
And Lotto? Oh, Glow. Okay.
And Glow.
Okay.
Now under them, Lotto, you know what I'm saying? All that, right? But for Megan to be on above Lotto, above Glow, like she just don't have it. And she's in all these Amazon Prime commercials. Shout out to Rock Nation or her team. But to me, she's overhyped. And Glow really put out an album that everybody liked, men and women. You know what I'm saying? Glow outsold Megan.
I think Meg still has fans who rock with her personality. Ever since the Hot Girl Summer, the Drive the Boat, they rock with the party kicking it personality of her.
Fact.
Even though she's slowed down on the promoting the drinking and shit, but she's popular. She's got that it factor for her fans, is what I'm saying
right now. And that's what that in addition to the Rock Nation stuff, because they push her out there because that's a strong force, keeps her up there. But when you're talking about actual hits, music, Glow surpassed Megan Thee Stallion.
I agree.
Period. So she's overrated to me. What you say, Meg over Ice Spice though?
I hope he's joking.
I hope he is too. You said facts. Glow has definitely surpassed Megan the big 3 since Tory situation. She fell off. That's all I'm saying. Yes, exactly. And you said Glow personality bigger than Meg's, to be honest.
That's fair too. Yeah, she's got that personality for sure.
Absolutely. Who you got?
Overrated artist here. This is easy. It should be unanimous. As Kendrick. Like, bro, first of all, the pedophile bars on the single "Not Like Us," that's gonna age horribly. Just give it a second. Just wait on it.
How?
The diss records he dropped. If you ranked the diss records between the two, he's got like the bottom 3. Meet the Grams is trash.
Oh my God. Okay.
616 is mid.
Oh Lord have mercy. Oh
Bro,
Lord.
you're never running those songs back, bro.
What are you? I've been running those songs. Are you serious?
You did that to review this episode.
No, I've been. You could look at my playlist and what I've streamed. I sent you my stuff. Like, get out of here. You don't like it. Everybody
else replay value.
Yes, they do. What? Okay.
Meet the Grams has no replay value, bro.
Yes, it did, bro. Yes, it did. That was a dynamic beef track. That was a discourse. That was a evaluation. You could picture that going in there. It was just hurtful for a Drake fan to hear because
that was a lie. Where's the daughter, bro?
Okay, well, the daughter part. I agree with the daughter part. I agree with the daughter part. He went above and beyond for the daughter part. But the other stuff, killed it. Killed it.
And then the GNX.
He said, "Let me on, Jay." He tripping. He tripping. You see, Kendrick. Yeah, listen, this is OVO CJ. He still thinks that Drake didn't lose the battle, Jovi. He still thinks that. That's how insane he is.
GNX is not y'all gas. I'm talking about y'all got the BP 93 gas on that GNX, bro. Like the Heart 6 is spectacular. The Luther joint, spectacular. The whacked out murals, fire. The end.
TV off?
Bro, what does that even mean?
What does that even mean? TV off at the Drake turned the TV off at the Super Bowl. Turn his TV off. Duh.
What?
Yes. You didn't get that because you didn't really listen to that. This is what CJ did. Excuse me, y'all. He put it on and literally went on there to hate on it and just skim through it.
I'm a Kendrick fan.
Are you?
I'm in the minority. I like the double diss. I like Mr. Morale.
Now I do give you that. You did like Mr. Morale.
But I think
post beef, you went into this album wanting to. Oh, and this is another thing I'll give you. You say you don't like West Coast sound.
And I said that before it came out too.
You have said that. Okay, I'll give you the edge on that. But part of me also feels like you went into that album as a hurt Drake fan.
No.
That's how I feel like you did.
I came in as a happy rap fan because all of this is entertaining.
You said he has a point. Kendrick might not be the most overrated, but he definitely dropped the most overrated album of the year.
I'll accept that. That's fair.
Now
that's better.
Yeah, no.
Because that album is y'all gassing it, bro.
No, we're not. There's literally only 3 or 4 listenable songs, but it's his worst album. Nope. Sorry.
Did I keep it a buck? Did I not say it was his worst album? Did I not
you
say that?
said it was his worst album, but that don't mean that it's true. That don't mean that it's law. Just because you got one person out of thousands of people that agree with you. Woohoo! Shout out to Laker for Life. Laker for Life is Team Drake, by the way.
Laker for Life has ears that work.
Oh, okay.
Clearly.
Jovi, he's basically saying that our ears don't work. Maya, he's saying our ears don't work. I can't name a Drake song that I've had on repeat since I'm gonna keep it a buck, man.
Oh shit.
Scorpion is the last like Drake album that had good songs on there to me.
I'm not going down this road.
I'm just saying.
Mr. Morale was better. Thank you. I said this was his worst album, bro. I said that.
Mr. Morale. You talk about what replay value did Mr. Morale have?
Now, I will say there's a couple of songs on there. There's about 3 or 4 songs that have 0 replay value for sure.
Most of the songs on there got 0 replay. They're not bad, but come on, bro. So you like to listen to "Fuck You, Nigga," "Fuck You," you like that?
That song is horrible. That song is an abomination.
You like N93?
Yes, that's N95. That's fire.
N95?
Die Hard? Fire.
No, Die Hard was dope. I give you Die Hard.
Fire, bro. It's some dope songs on there, but the joint with Kodak, crazy.
I ain't like that. Silent Hill. The one wasn't Purple Hearts. I mean, Ghostface, right?
Yeah, that was on there.
Yeah, I like that. I like that song.
Real quick though, and Heart Part 5 with the Marvin Gaye sample was ridiculous, by the way, too. And that Count Me Out, fire. That's the best song.
Part 5 wasn't on there.
They put it at he added it after he put it out.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't remember being on there. But yeah, let's move on. Let's go to the most disappointing album of the year.
Okay.
Do you have one?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, name yours.
I got a couple, but that Missionary, bro. That's Snoop and Dre, bro.
That's me. That's me. That was mine. That's mine. That's mine.
Bro.
That's mine. That's
And
mine.
listen, man, I fucks with Snoop. I fuck with Dre.
Do
Their
you?
legacies, you know, their legacies are etched in stone, bro. There's nothing they can do at this point that's going to damage anything that they've already done. The Hall of Fame run that they've been on.
Mm-hmm.
With that being said, I said this earlier this year that I don't know if Dre still got it. And everybody laughed at me. Everybody in the comments are scrolling. What are you talking about? You laughed.
Well, no, but listen, I don't think it's the fact that Dre don't still have it because he produced on Eminem album and there's some dope songs on there. I've heard him work with Marsha Ambrosius. I've heard him work with different people. I just think that with him and Snoop haven't went in together on an album in 20
30 years.
30 years, really.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Now Snoop has worked with him, but Snoop has made decent projects with Pharrell. You know what I'm saying? And then, yes, Rhythm and Gangster.
I fuck with that though. Yeah.
Now Pharrell wasn't on Blue Carpet Treatment, but he worked with different producers on Blue Carpet Treatment
for sure.
Snoop even what was that?
The Last Meal was fire.
The Last Meal was dope, but Dre mixed that right.
Okay.
I think Dre can mix Snoop, but I don't think that Dre's production mixed with Snoop. And this is the other big problem. Snoop was trying to be too lyrical miracle on there.
I agree.
Like
Ghost Riders was working overtime.
Yeah, I was like, bro, like,
they were doing way too much.
I was like, come on. He was like ugly, like Forrest Whitaker. I was like, all right, bro.
Way too much. It's never really been about the lyrics, man. It's been about the style, bro. Like
and the sauce, the swag.
It's been about the sauce, bro. Like not the lyrics. I do not need him rapping extra fast, trying to whoa,
trying to catch up. The song with him, Eminem, and 50.
That's nasty. 50's verse is disgusting, bro. It's disgusting. That shit was despicable, bro. I was like, bro, what the fuck is this?
But 50 verse on Nas album was awful.
I agree.
Like 50, some people can't rap in it. Like 50, I don't know. He don't even sound right. He sound like he rapping like he had a stroke or something. Like he just don't sound right.
The best song he's had in 15 years is a theme song to a TV show, bro.
Yeah, the Big Rich Town. Like, no,
So he need to hang it up, bro. Hang it up. You're doing very successful in TV and producing. Just stick to that. We don't ever talk about making an album, 50.
No, we good on that. I ain't gonna lie, Animal Ambition, I enjoyed that album. But
no, you didn't.
Yes, I did. I bought that. I enjoyed that album. It was good, bro. The one with him and Gotti, dope. It was dope. Not no more. He can't even approach the mic the same. But back to Missionary. No, Missionary is my most disappointing album of the year. Like on paper, it would look good. I don't think Dre fell off. I think Dre and Snoop together, if Dre is doing the beats and the mixing and all that, he's gonna try to elevate Snoop and all that. Snoop don't need to be elevated. Snoop needs to be Snoop. But yeah, that's mine.
They were trying too hard, and I asked the same question that I asked when Snoop came out with the Skechers. I said, who is this for, bro? Who is this for? Who's the audience, bro? Who was waiting on the Snoop Dogg Skechers, and who was waiting on the Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre Missionary? I mean, I just don't know who it's for because it wasn't traditional gangster rap. He's too old for that, which I'm glad he didn't go that route.
But that's better than this one.
That's a good point. It was probably would have ended up better. But who was this for, bro? This was almost like songs almost sounded like they belong on like a soundtrack or something. Like it just.
I was waiting. Like I said, people were waiting for it. I feel like because it's announced. But the way, like when I tell you, this is the first Snoop album to where it's no songs on there that I wanted to listen to and put on repeat.
The song with Jelly Roll was kind of dope.
Well, okay, let me take that back. The Jhené Aiko track was dope, but it sounded dated. That shit sounded like it came out in like 05.
That's
like a leftover track. The album wasn't trash. It just it was just
average.
Yeah, it was. I didn't feel anything. I was just like, okay, I don't have to listen to that again.
Who is it for, bro? I don't.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'll pick another one. I'll go Kanye. That's my guy. Vultures 2 was.
I never even heard it. How did you hear it? Oh no, it was on streaming platforms.
Yeah, they
right?
He eventually put it out. He had a whole rollout. He was gonna do Vultures 1, 2, and 3 in consecutive months.
Yeah,
and instead we got 1, and then 7 months later we got 2. It was a fumbled rollout. It was halfway done when he put it out, and it's his worst album lyrically by far, and I'm a big Kanye fan. And I'm like, bro, what is this, dog? Like, he had a little bit of success with the first Vultures. It had some joints on there that were pretty solid. It had the #1 single.
Yeah,
Cool.
Carnival. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the Carnival joint. He was kind of middle finger to the hater because this was an independent project, bro. But the fumble, I'm tired of the fumble rollouts, the half baked songs. Let me go back and finish it before. And
I've been tired.
That shit, man.
I've been tired of that since what's Life of Pablo. Like,
Don't
I
do
can't
that. Now that Pablo banging.
Well, no, I'm saying I'm sick of him and his antics, so where it don't make me want to listen to the project.
That's okay. I got.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's like every time he puts something out, oh no, let me go back. Is this the real version? Is this that? You know what I'm saying? So
that's annoying.
Yeah, that's why I haven't, like, I get it. You want to be different. I don't want to do the traditional. He's been doing that since Yeezy, but
True.
Or Yeezus. I'm sorry.
Yeezus, yeah.
But no, I'm done, man. Like Carnival, I saw it, but I like when Donda was the straw that broke the camel's back.
You don't fuck with Donda?
No, I didn't say that I don't fuck with it. I'm just tired of the antics because remember when it came out, track 1, it didn't have the track names on it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm tired of that shit, bro.
Yeah.
Make me not want to listen. It was dope.
Yeah.
It was a dope project, but I'm like you said, I forgot it came out because I'm like, bro, did it come out? Did it not? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? We don't know. So that's why I'm tired of Kanye. I can't even listen to it because I don't know if it's official or not.
Yeah.
So yeah,
you can't take his word for anything. When he puts a date on it, you can't really listen to him. It just
yeah.
So I had that. I'm a big Childish Gambino guy. I thought his album was supreme mid. And then he did the tour and he had to end up canceling the last couple of dates because he hurt his back or something. And it's his last musical album. He's retiring the Childish Gambino brand. So that just, I'm a fan, but that shit wasn't nothing. And then I'm a big Larry June guy. I look forward to Larry June's projects every year. He usually does one a year. I prefer his work with like Alchemist and shit like that. He dropped one this year, and it was the first one in a couple of years where I was just like, it's a little stale. So I was disappointed in those.
Okay. Yeah. Well, he had those. Of course, I agree with him wholeheartedly on Missionary. I think that's it. Everybody else was, was pretty cool. Yeah. Now, let's talk about what we loved. I'm gonna go through quickly and say what we loved. I love the Kendrick versus Drake battle. Kendrick, of course, won, but I love Family Matters. I love the competition that even inspired Andre 3000 want to rap again. You know what I'm saying? It inspired a lot of people. It brought lyricism back to the forefront. 3 verse songs with bridges and hooks back to the forefront.
That's true.
Not like us, the impact that it made, bro. Like, when's the last time you heard a 3 verse song where people can play it all the way through on the radio and have a chant at the end? Impactful. So those two going at each other alone made the rap game better, especially for 2024, hopefully for 2025, and it can make more people want to rap again.
I'll double down on that. The competitiveness was contagious because we saw other people try to imitate it. We didn't necessarily ask for that, but I respect it. The focus on lyrics was huge. This had Fairweather fans watching shit with the lyrics on and like, what does this mean? My wife was like, wait, hold on, what does this mean? Break all this down. I was like, I thought you'd never ask.
Right.
Without the laser pointer, nigga, and listen. I'm breaking it down, bro. I waited my whole life, nigga, to get asked shit like this.
Right.
So I thought the focus on the lyrics, even the hidden meanings in the artwork and the all that was like an Easter egg hunt, bro. Like, that's one of the best times in rap, period. Like, it was highly entertaining. So again, the focus on lyrics, the turnaround times were quick on songs, like niggas are spitting, like it was, that obviously was one thing I love too. So I'll double down on that before you wrapped it up.
Yeah. Next, the Pop Out concert. That was monumental. It was on Juneteenth, and just being in my living room watching it after the battle and just the intensity, I was like, damn. Like, it was major. The Hot Boys reunion, I had that same feeling watching it on Amazon.
Amazon got both of those.
Yep, Amazon got both of them. I was in my living room and I turned into the 4th grade J Red with my soldier rag on, standing on my mama couch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hot Boys reunion, and that's because we didn't think it was going to happen because all the BS, but they came back together, and it really was nostalgic and damn near made me want to shed a tear because of my childhood.
For sure.
The Microphone Check movie, the documentary by Tariq Nasheed, that came out this year. Dope. I got the Blu-ray, and he went through a lot of BS with it because some people tried to sabotage it. It was supposed to get nominated, or they tried to get it Oscar worthy, but some haters had made it come down and stuff like that from stuff that wasn't licensed in the movie, like photos and stuff.
Got to.
They were BSing, you know what I'm saying? But he re-released it. But phenomenal documentary because foundational Black Americans are the creators of hip hop, and it made people like Fat Joe, Busta Rhymes, and everybody shut up. And that was good. So I love that. Usher's Super Bowl performance. Usher's Super Bowl performance was big. It was major. He was getting his flowers and went on a crazy tour. I wish I could have went, but it's all good because I'll be at the Kendrick Lamar concert. They already got that for me. And then last but not least, Young Thug getting set free. Now, whether he stays free or not, I don't know. That's a pretty hefty load on him, and I don't know if he will, but it still felt good seeing a brother get out of jail after being in there for 2 years and all this other stuff. So yeah, those are my top picks on what I loved. What you got?
First off, we're gonna pause that hefty load on them. Secondly, I will also say the Cash Money stream was super dope. I'm older than you, so the 9th grade me was on top of the couch with the Soldier Rags and the Reeboks on. Hype. Again, Amazon killed it having both of those. I wish it was Revolt. I wish they was in their bag and they secured shit like this, but whatever. I don't know who running shit over there. But they dropping the ball. Also, I loved OGs dropping solid to great projects. LL shit was dope. M was dope. Common. I heard Dog Pound shit was cool. I didn't listen to it yet.
I did, yeah. I heard it. It had a good vibe to it. West Coast type of, yeah, that's true. Yep.
Ice Cube. I haven't listened to Ice Cube yet, but I heard it was solid. And I say this all the time. I think it's a great time to be in the hip hop because you got a little bit of everything. Age doesn't. You're not aged out like you were 15 years ago. It's a little different now. You got something to say. I think Jay and Nas have played big roles in making that a thing. I like rollouts too. I thought 21 Savage's rollout with the fake movie trailer with Donald Glover playing him. People thought that was a real movie. I thought that was a really creative rollout. I like what J. Cole did with what he's doing right now, leading up to his Madison Square Garden show. His podcast is fire. If you
did you hear the Bone Thugs?
I didn't. I ain't listened to it yet.
Oh, okay.
I didn't get the chance to listen to it, but I loved everything about, bro. The podcast is fire. The putting the mixtapes on streaming sites on each day, that's dope as hell. Then having the special edition joints with the, with the bonus tracks on there, all that shit was fire. Leading up to the Madison Square Garden, where he even had a couple of tickets for $1. Nigga, all of that is like, I live for shit like that. That's one reason I'm mad I don't live in New York, because I would have been in that bitch.
Yeah.
But I love that. I like the 100 gigs. I like the behind the scenes looks at artists. I wish more rappers would do that. I'd watch any fill in the blank. Any one of my favorite rappers want to drop behind the scenes shit of them making an album, or want to have a podcast where they're just telling how they got from A to Z. I'm here for all of that. Yeah. So I want people to copy that shit. So I was here for the content around projects and artists. And then that was it. So OG's dropping good projects, the competitiveness, the Cash Money, and the rollouts.
Yeah, okay, because I didn't think about the rollouts, but I love what J. Cole did. What I just don't like, I wish Kendrick would have dropped January, February, leading to the Super Bowl, because
let the call breathe a little bit.
Yeah, man, because I had just Friday Night Lights put me back in Jackson State while I was riding around in my little Toyota Corolla, 1996, and Friday Night Lights, man, I just remember the warm up of Friday Night Lights. Like, it brought me back to why I became a J. Cole fan. But
Friday Night Lights is straight through. I was listening to that shit like, damn, I forgot how fire this shit was.
Classic. Like, I was like, man, like Friday Night Lights, bro. It just take me. It's a moment. And then I was in college at the time it came out, and I was rapping. So J. Cole was my favorite. I was like, he just inspired me so much.
You got to listen to the podcast, bro.
Yeah, I know. I just like, ain't it $10 or something you got to pay?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but you know, I was just like, I knew I was gonna hear clips and stuff, but yeah, I
It's
definitely
good, bro. Especially if you're a fan. Like
okay.
you're gonna enjoy that.
Yeah, and you definitely got to check out the Busy and Crazy snapped on there on that one.
I don't know if I believe that. I'll be honest. I don't know if I believe that.
You are tripping,
I
man.
don't know
Like
if I believe that.
you
How old
okay.
is the song, bro?
It came out 2014. Well, it was recorded 2014, 2013. No,
Oh,
2013
okay.
because it was supposed to be on Forest Hill Drive.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, yeah. No, they murdered. But see, the thing is, they did a good job. I don't think J. Cole did a good job on it.
Damn. Did he try to rap like them?
He didn't.
Okay.
And that's what the discrepancy was. It's like, why did you have them on there? Because typically when you work with Bone, you're gonna try to do
Yeah.
that. Like it felt like three different songs. Cole's
Uh,
verse sounded different. Crazy came in and ripped it, but then Busy came in on some lyrical miracle stuff. And I'm like, okay, I guess Busy heard J. Cole verse and was like, man, I'm finna rap like on that. So it was, you know, it's an interesting song nonetheless. I'll say.
I'm gonna get to it though. I got to
Okay,
have it.
now let's talk about what we hated. All right. Let me start this off. Drake stands. And the Drake stands I'm talking about, academics, Mall, via Mall.
Be a
um,
mall.
the Drake stands that couldn't admit that he lost, and the narratives that they created when you go on Twitter all the time to in defense of Drake, they made him look bad without Drake even saying anything. So the Drake stands, the lawsuit that Drake did, that was some whole shit. I understand it's a business, it's a corporation.
It
It ain't
is.
about that. Nah, but it's lame still. J. Cole backing out of the battle.
That was whack.
I hated that. Did the whole Diddy takedown because it led to now everybody want to defend Jay-Z. Now, this is the thing. I told you, just like I told PM. When the Diddy stuff was happening, I said, look, as black folks, we shouldn't rally behind that. Not saying if he's guilty or not. I'm just saying the ramifications of it and what they're getting him for without any evidence. That's going to ripple. It's going to be a ripple effect and then come to everybody in the industry. And lo and behold, it came to Jay-Z. Now, I didn't like the sexual abuse towards Jay-Z, the lawsuit, right? That they try to
Yeah.
do. Thank God that he fought it. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah, he squashed that shit.
yeah, he squashed it. It's going under the rug. So hopefully
Yeah.
this sets a precedent because there's a lot of that going on. You know what I'm saying? They tried it again with Chris Brown this year and it didn't work. But Jay-Z was the wrong one to come after.
Yeah,
You
he
better
had
have
time.
it. Yeah, you better have your stuff together.
Yeah.
You know, it was so bad. They were like, oh, the girl was like, oh, well, I think that happened. Like, come on.
He made quick work of that shit.
Yeah, real quick. So I didn't like that. I didn't like Lil Wayne whining over the Super Bowl because now he's talking about some, I understood what Kendrick was saying. The whole thing with that. I didn't like the game entering in himself the Kendrick versus Drake battle by going at Rick Ross.
No one asked for that.
No one asked for it. It was so unnecessary. I hated that. And then my last one, this is the most important one. Drum roll, please. Can you make the sound effect? CJ not admitting Drake lost the battle.
He didn't.
And this is the issue. This is what I hated. The last thing, it don't matter what it is, what it was. CJ knows it, but y'all on camera and off camera, he's not going to admit that Drake lost. Why?
He didn't.
I don't know. Because
he didn't.
If Kendrick lost, I would say it, right?
He did.
I'm a big Snoop fan. I said Missionary wasn't that good. So how come you can't admit that Drake lost the battle? I just don't get it. Like, I don't get it.
I explained why he didn't lose it.
And which is the craziest. That ain't even a reason.
20 on 1, and he stood 10 toes.
And no, he did not.
We've never seen this before.
We haven't, and we've never seen Drake fall off like this either, but he did. But those are
what I hated.
That's my most hated. And I'm sure some other things, but those are the main ones that I came up with for 2024. What you got?
Even though I did rock with the whole back and forth, I thought the battle was dope. One thing I didn't like was the people got a little too deep with the deep dives. And I thought the deep dives continued after the beef. And it was like, guys, we don't need the dissertations on every song that's going to be released now. That doesn't warrant that. The
Yeah, that's
Easter
true.
egg hunt was fun with the beef shit. I get it. We dissecting music videos and cool. Leave that there. It was contained in that. I
Mm-hmm.
do not need. You see Kendrick, he dropped on the link went up at 720. Y'all know what
Yeah,
happened July 20th,
yeah.
1920? That's when the war ended. He's saying that the war okay, bro. Okay, man.
Like, all
Like
right, guys. Yeah.
the reaches were just a little bit out of control, dog. Like that got on my nerves. Um also keeping it Kendrick a little bit, TDE when the year started, I don't know if you remember, but they posted a list of the projects that they were going to drop this year. They had
Oh, yeah.
all of Black Hippie,
Mhm.
J Rock, Schoolboy Q, Absol. They had
Yeah,
a
J
couple.
Rock didn't drop. He had put out a single or something, but
He
it
put
never
out 2 or
came.
3 singles. He never came out. The East Side Jody shit never happened. There
Mhm,
was a couple of R&B acts, and there was a couple of new rap cats that's on the label. And then they had
mhm.
the TDE compilation, and of course the SZA joint. I think we got about 25% of that list, and it
Yeah.
is almost Christmas.
Mhm.
And the ones that did come out, they didn't promote really. Schoolboy Q had a nice rollout. But after that, the Sir, the Sakaris, and all those artists, even Doechii, like it took the internet to push the Doechii, like kind of prop it up, but there was
Facts.
no real rollout with that shit. I don't know who's over the marketing department at TDE, but they're getting paid. They're robbing them niggas with no mask. Like, yeah, I
Yeah.
don't know if you remember the NFL draft when it was quarantine during 2020, and they cut to the Patriots, and Bill Belichick's dog was in front of the computer. That's who's running TDE's marketing department. A fucking
Yeah.
German Shepherd. It's killing me. And I was looking forward to this year because I thought they was gonna go hard on some No Limit shit. Like, nigga, we dropping 2 a month. We're gonna go hard. We're gonna drop the compilation, and we're gonna drop the solo acts like Marvel.
Mhm.
And they knew
Yeah.
none of that shit, bro. So they let me down. And then last, Kendrick getting the Super Bowl over Wayne was an abomination of life. I like, bro, the layup was right there. And Jay is my man. Jay is my guy, but he was hating on Drake with this pick.
What songs could Wayne do at the Super Bowl? Please tell me.
It should have been Wayne and Friends. Because I personally don't think Wayne can do a Super Bowl by himself. I'm on
Okay.
record saying that.
Okay.
Wayne and Friends would work for a 12 to 14-minute halftime in New Orleans. It makes the most sense. Rock Nation has made it a point to be more kind of focused in on what's going on around the city that they're doing shit in. That's why people were pissed off at the Atlanta Maroon 5 concert, which got Rock Nation the job anyway. Wayne, Drake, Nicki, and like 1 or 2 of his big singles that he'll bring, other people out for. Wayne and Friends would have went up. It'd have been perfect. The Super Bowl is the next 2 Super Bowls are in LA. You could have
Why
just
why
had Kendrick do one of those. It was
why couldn't
forced.
why couldn't Wayne do it? I think that if it wasn't in New Orleans, nobody would have been talking about Wayne doing the Super Bowl.
I
Period.
agree.
So my thing is, if you weren't considering him before this, why are you considering him? Why is it such a just because it's in New Orleans,
Yeah,
right?
it makes sense.
No, it don't. To you in the hip hop urban crowd, but I guarantee you, white America ain't asking for no damn
Lil Wayne is an
Lil Wayne.
icon, bro. He's
I
a
didn't
rap
say that.
icon.
You know what? This is something important. I forgot to send this to you yesterday because it was real. It was lengthy. What academics was saying about Lil Wayne. He said Lil Wayne is gonna go down kind of like in the greats with like how you would look at Allen Iverson compared to Kobe, Michael Jordan, everybody. He said that. See, Wayne, what is he
Wayne's on
most
a
known?
lot of people's Mount Rushmore, though, bro.
No, but listen what I'm saying though. When you think of Lil Wayne is mostly known for his mixtapes. A lot of people know him more so for the mix. He got his notoriety a lot more from mixtapes than his albums because
The Carter series, bro.
no, listen, no, the Carter 1, Carter
2 and
2,
3.
and 3, right? 4, 5, nobody talks about. Nobody talk about 500 Degrees. Nobody talk about Lights Out.
I agree.
The most that you'll hear maybe is The Block Is Hot, but that was one of the weakest albums, like on
And Hot
Cash
Boys.
Money. Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Hot Boys
So
one.
what I'm saying is his like the way he's Wayne is because he was sporadic. He was doing shit that people are doing in 2024 as far as like he took what Tupac did and ran with it,
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
mixtape. So academics was saying now that mixtapes aren't hot anymore, that diminished, right? He doesn't have any quote unquote trophies like a Jay-Z, Nas, like
I
Jay-Z.
disagree.
Well, listen, this is what I'm saying, bro. Like when you think of Lil Wayne, I'll be like, okay, what's the best Lil Wayne song? Niggas will start thinking and naming shit that just you would be like, what? But they be like he put out a lot of a lot of songs and was featured on a lot of people's shit, and I give him that.
Yeah.
But when you comparing him to other people, hip hop mainly goes by bodies of work. And what he said was the kids of today, when they want to listen to Wayne, if you go on streaming platforms, all of his mixtapes ain't on there.
No,
You know
they're
what I'm
not.
saying?
Some of the dedications are.
Some of them, but
Yeah.
you don't really have the memorabilia like you do a Jay-Z when you have Blueprint 2, Black Album. You know what I'm saying?
Reasonable Doubt. Yeah.
Reasonable Doubt. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like Wayne had a whole era, but that era, once you done moved on, see, albums never go away. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Once you move on past that era to see him, academics was like you had to have been there to kind of experience that. And I'm not saying I agree with him 100%, but I feel where he's coming from. That's why I say with Wayne, when you look back, you like.
But Wayne has lived more than one rap life.
He has.
He was teenage Wayne with Hot Boy, where he couldn't cuss, and that's one era. If you were around, you're familiar with that.
Yeah.
Then there's mixtape Wayne, where he was, like you said, he lived in the studio, and he's got maybe 3 classic mixtapes, maybe 4. I don't know. It depends on who you asking. And then he's got Carter Wayne when he kind of reintroduced himself, and people thought Gilly wrote his shit. And when did he get so cold? That's how you know everybody went on the mixtapes. That's number 1.
Right, but that was in the mix of that though. Like the Carters. Now, I'm not saying the Carters weren't dope, but Carter 1 didn't get as much notoriety as Carter 2 and then Carter 3.
I agree. It got bigger and bigger.
Got bigger and bigger. You know what I'm saying? But in between that, the mixtapes is what he was dominant in the most. Because when people talk about Wayne, the first thing they bring about is, man, he has so many songs. The mixtape. A lot of people don't refer to album Wayne unless you're talking about Carter 3. I'm talking about the Carter 3 fans. See, me and you've been Lil Wayne fans since Cash Money. Yeah, we don't count. I'm talking about the Lil Wayne going platinum the first week fans.
Okay. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Okay. Those fans are a new age of fans that only listen to that and like the mixtapes, the dedication, versus me and you. We've been listening to them since the 90s
and all that shit. Yeah.
So I get what Ack was talking about. But anyway, back to the Super Bowl. It's like
he should have got the Super Bowl, bro. It made sense. That's all. And I say it. I don't think he has enough records to do it by himself. I'm not saying he should do it by himself, but I'm saying he has enough records collectively.
But he's also not a good performer. Not for that capacity.
He may not be. I mean, he may not be the best performer. Kendrick Lamar puts a better show on without.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I couldn't imagine seeing Wayne do that. I think it would have been. See, I would almost agree with you if this was years ago, back before he dyed his dreads and all this other stuff.
It's 12 minutes, bro. He can give you 12 minutes, fam.
No, not. Did you watch the little Louisiana Fest? Did you watch that?
I did. 12 minutes. I can pick out a 12-minute pocket where it was good.
But the crowd was singing the songs. He sounded horrible. He did.
Yeah.
He sounded horrible. It was the nostalgia that was there. As long as you can rap along to it a little bit, you know what I'm saying? But no.
This is the determining factor, and this is a fact. When Kendrick was announced, there was a large number of people that was like, yo, why they didn't pick Wayne? If they would have announced Wayne, there wouldn't have been one single person on earth to be like, they picked Wayne, why they didn't pick Kendrick? Nobody would have, I swear to God, nobody would have said that.
Want to know why they said, why didn't they pick Wayne? It was
because it made the most sense.
The Drake stands who were upset that Kendrick won. That's what it was. That's what it was. They even tried to pit Lil Wayne against him. Now those same people are calling Wayne pussy for not going at Kendrick. I'm seeing it on Twitter. That's what it is. So, I mean, I'm just being like, let's be real.
It makes sense.
If he would have did that, the internet would have been roasting the hell out of Wayne.
If you did what?
Performed at the Super Bowl, if that was going to happen. They would have been talking shit like him, boy. That would have been crazy. Like, he's not a good, he's a good, okay, put it like this. If me and you going to a concert just to see Wayne, while we're there, we probably gonna sip a little bit, reminisce about Lil Wayne, right? But on a national scale, no. Like to where the whole world is watching? No. Drake, yes. Nicki
Nicki,
Minaj, yes. Lil Wayne, no.
it would have been Wayne and Friends could have worked. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm gonna say. Wayne and Friends could have worked. That's it.
Drake and Friends could work, not no Lil
This is
Wayne.
no different than Maroon 5 in Atlanta, bro. It made no sense. Kendrick in New Orleans makes no sense.
Well, guess what? It's just not about hip hop though. Like people, we think that it's just us, and I get it, right? We look at the Super Bowl. Oh, it's in New Orleans. We got to have that. Oh, it's in Mobile, Alabama. You got to have Jay Red up there. It's like, get the fuck out of here, man.
No, bro. The halftime show's been going on since what, 95, 96?
Like 92,
92, whatever. Yeah. Bro, we had our first rap act in 3 years ago. Dude.
Right.
It's been a runway of other bullshit. We can't ask for none. Like, come on.
We can ask for it, but it ain't Lil Wayne. That's all I'm saying. Drake, I wouldn't say nothing. I know Drake can do that. Nicki Minaj even, but Lil Wayne, nah. I get what you're saying. And on like at a Louisiana Fest, yes. Super Bowl, no.
Yes.
No, I highly doubt it. But we'll wrap it up by saying this: who to look out for in 2025. I say it. I'm excited to see what Kendrick does 2025. But outside of that, I mean, you know, it used to be like the XXL magazine and all this. They used to have like at least 10 artists who to look out for in 2025 and all this stuff, right? It hadn't been like that for me personally in the last few years. Hip hop is just different, man. We're at a different place. People rather put out singles until they're ready to put out an album. It's not as competitive as it used to be. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know. Like I like to see. I can tell you one thing: Atlanta's not running the game no more.
You don't think so?
Absolutely not. No, you got Memphis, Detroit, Cali now. Then came back up. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, Atlanta not running no more. Thug went to jail. Lil Baby sounds like
he's out though.
Huh?
He's out though.
He's not gonna do what he did before. I just doubt it. The ratio of rappers who get out of jail and come back and try to do something, and you know, after living a better life,
true,
it just don't work. So
that's fair.
I'm not anticipating.
We got to see it first.
Yeah, we got to see it. He said, "Do y'all like Doechii from TDE?"
I can't get into it.
I haven't tried. You know, it's CJ and how I am. I don't like to see people like.
I can't get into it, bro.
You can't.
I can't.
Why? Why not? Because
I just don't know what she's talking about, bro. I don't. It goes over my head, man. And I need to spin it back again because I've only listened once. To be fair.
Okay.
And I like more of the melodic stuff because I saw that she can sing too. I was listening to the joints, so the rapping, singing joints I did vibe with, but just the rapping, like the Nissan Altima joint, bro. I don't know what is that. I don't know what it's about, bro. I don't get it. It's going over my head, man.
He said, "I still don't think JNX was his real album. I think he drops again before the Super Bowl. Looking
that'd
at
be crazy.
Fall Off and the Drake and Party Next Door album. If they put out Drake's album, shit. I mean, he's going through label stuff now."
I'm here for the Fall Off. I'm not a big Party Next Door guy. I'm gonna keep it a buck. The only time I like the songs is the ones he does with Drake. I don't like, so I can't get to his voice. So I don't know how I'm gonna feel about that. But yeah, I'm gonna tap in and see what it's hitting on. But who am I looking out for though? There's a couple of younger acts that I rock with. I really like Simba out of the Bay, out of Oakland. I think he's super dope. I like what he did with DJ Drama last year, so I'm looking forward to the growth of him. I think he's nice. I'm interested to see what Lil Baby does with this opportunity, or he's coming back out. Yeah, he lost it. I want to see if he can pull a Glorilla and see if he still got it in his bag, or is it truly over?
I think I heard the snippets from it, and it sounds like 2020. Like if you were to say,
in a good way or a bad way?
Bad way. Well, it was good back then.
Okay,
but in 2024, you still
can't keep doing that.
Yeah, and if you would have given me hey J Red, check this you say J Red, check this Lil Baby out. It was unreleased from 2020.
Gotcha.
Like, oh, okay. And I heard it. I was like, nah, that ain't gonna cut it. The game has maneuvered. It's changed. The Migos sound ain't there no more. The Lil Baby Thug sound ain't there no more. You got Glorilla with her cadence. You got Kendrick with his stuff going on. Detroit, the Bay. I'm sorry, I just don't see it.
There's a couple people trying to make comebacks, man. Roddy Ricch trying to come back.
I think it's
Baby trying to come back.
Who?
Baby.
I think it's a wrap for the Roddy had it.
Yeah,
2020 was like I wouldn't have wanted to blown up in 2020 or going into 2020 because I feel like everybody who blew up there, it's like since COVID, you just couldn't really capitalize and like your sound. America, the world went through a change, and I
absolutely.
think whoever came out there got stuck there
I
because
agree.
nobody that came out of there was able to kind of keep going like Roddy Ricch, Lil Baby.
I'm looking forward to the Clips album though. I will say that.
Oh shit, that is coming out 2025.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I want to see what that's hitting on. I'm interested to see if Jay drops something, even if it's just a. Jay has so much ammunition. At worst, he's gonna drop a 16 or 32 that's gonna go bananas. He got a lot of shit to say. Like Nicki was going at him, this lawsuit. There's a gang of shit he got to say.
He could really go in. Yeah, he could.
He could. His next verse is going to be highly anticipated.
Mhm.
And I think Chance the Rapper, believe it or not, even though I'm not really a fan, I like the snippets he was throwing out, the little Lucy's, and he just got divorced. So now I'm hoping he's gonna get back in his bag. So I'm looking forward to his new album too, believe it or not. Even though I'm not a big fan, but his shit sound fire. And I think Gunna finna come back out again, bro.
Yeah, probably. And it's funny that Lil Baby wasn't associated with him, but Gunna's still active. What do
Lil
you
Baby
see
needs
Drake?
Gunna, bro.
Yeah, he does.
I think that's the difference in his music, honestly.
Probably, yeah, that's a good point. Where do we see Drake? What is he doing 2025?
It all depends on what this lawsuit, man. This lawsuit might be sticky.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I like people are just like, when I say he's falling off, it ain't just musically. I'm talking about now when you're going at the label. That situation is like, why will we promote you? You know what I'm saying? Like you trying to expose us for shit, whatever the case may be.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
it's real interesting to see what happens. We know Kendrick is about to do the Super Bowl and do all that. We know J. Cole has a lane that he done carved out for him. I don't know what Drake is gonna be real interesting to see where he goes from here.
I agree. Suing your employer is interesting tactic, to say the least.
Right.
We know the last album, he only had one album left on the deal, so I'm assuming it was going to be this party project. So who knows if that shit probably done, bro. They probably listen to it right now, just in the crib.
Yeah.
Who knows when we'll hear it? Who knows
Yeah.
what the follow up to that will be? Will he go independent? Well, I don't know. It's gonna be interesting, man, to see.
He pretty much gonna have to go independent for going at UMG.
Hey, Sony, no, trust me. If he's a free agent, he'll have no shortage. Sony and whoever the third company is will be knocking at his door. Don't even
Listen,
worry.
man, I would agree with you if he was suing them for not promoting his record, right? Some regular stuff like that. He's calling out the shady business practices that they do, which messes up every label. You know what I'm saying? Because then say he was successful with this. Now everybody's going to be investigating this stuff. So like that's going to blackball him.
If he's successful with this, he's going to go independent and other people will follow and the music industry will be over with.
True, but that's not going to happen. These people are because we think Drake is so big, bro. Listen,
he is. Pause. He's very big.
Michael Jackson, look what happened to him. He's a black man in the record industry. The record industry is always going to win unless you go independent.
I thought he wasn't black. What happened?
No. First, y'all, I'm not gonna let you do that. I didn't never say, and no, this hadn't been. He ain't black. We said he's not of the culture. Okay, don't do that. Don't do that because now Nigerian is black, but they're not FBA. Please don't do it. Jamaicans are black, but they're not FBA. So we're not gonna do that. Drake is black. He is a Negro. He would have been on the cotton fields with us. Drake is black. He is black. But no, Drake ain't gonna be able to beat that. Like, no, that's too much. They would make something up literally on him.
And I'm with you. I know that's a big machine to go against, bro.
Yes, bro.
You better have your shit in order.
These folks are tied in the oil companies, big pharma, like all of them. Like, no, like everybody know. Like, come on, bro.
We're gonna see, man.
For the Drake fans that are very hopeful, even if he does do it, don't expect him to be alive.
Yeah, man, he gonna have to have 25-hour security, bro.
I'm talking about like Donald Trump security.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, like really. But anyway, man, thank y'all so much for rocking with us, man. CJ, I have to always thank you for pulling up for your boy.
For sure.
This has been like 2 years, a year since I know 2 years. I know you now, something like that.
Time flying, man. Ain't no telling.
Ain't no telling, man. But we've had great times here at ResView 2024. Viral moments, of course. Of CJ looking crazy, but hey,
Spit facts.
nonetheless, yeah, that's what he say. Yeah, because ResView's been doing pretty good, man. Especially on social media a lot because people have been picking it up. You've been seeing it on different platforms. Shout out to O'Shea Duke Jackson. A lot of people, you know what I'm saying, who've been supportive of the show. And we're going to continue to do it, get bigger. And yeah, man, thank you for all my day ones, all my subscribers. If you haven't already subscribed, make sure that you subscribe to the YouTube channel, youtube.com/ResView. Follow me on Instagram right now. It is at JAYR3D. And I look forward to having a phenomenal 2025. What you say? Great show, y'all. Great to see you back, CJ. I've been holding it down for the OVO. See, you see what I'm talking about? Yeah. And that OVO owl has been stuck in that cage since the Not Like Us video, and y'all haven't been able to get out. Ain't
We
that crazy?
free. We free as a bird. I
Whatever.
appreciate that, my guy. Y'all holler at me, animal_Brown on Instagram, Twitter. Check out Culturalist Theory. Doing my first, not our first, but doing our live tomorrow. We're gonna do a countdown, a video countdown, bro. So man, y'all tap into Culturalist Theory. It's been 10 years to the day tomorrow that 106 in Park went off the air. So we're gonna remix it, do a countdown reaction show, kind of mix the new with the old. It's gonna be fun, man. Tap into that tomorrow night.
Will it be any Bone playing on there, like old school?
Don't know about that, buddy.
Oh, okay. Well, it ain't worth watching.
Don't know about that.
It's worth watching, but I mean, they ain't gonna have them on there, which is ridiculous. I don't know. This the same guy that said Unify was better than Resurrection. But anyway, he said, Jovis, I'm gonna email you soon. Jay, I gotta hop on this. Absolutely, man. Hit me up, man. resview@gmail.com. So yeah, man. Thank you, everybody. Hopefully, you have a happy new year. This isn't the last ResView of 2024, but this is the year-end wrap-up show. I'll be back on my bullshit next episode. Okay. All right, man. This is J Red, CJ Culturalist Theory, ResView. We're signing